Hi everybody, Richard here from RIT Photography, and today I'm here to talk to you about and do a quick review on my backpack that I use for all my photography. This is my review of my Amazon Basics DSLR and laptop backpack. So before we dive right into this bag, let me just say that I've had this bag now for nearly 3 years. I had a quick look on Amazon to see if these were still available because I had a feeling somewhere that they'd probably discontinued this now. And I felt like I probably bought this in about 2015. But when I went on to have a look, I had a look, yes, they're still available. And when I had a look at my Amazon account, it basically says that I bought this on the 21st of January 2014. Now, I was stunned by that. So bear in mind, I've now had this bag for 3 years. And this is a quite, personal review. This isn't something I've had for a few weeks or even a couple of months. I know this bag inside and out, literally. And I love this bag. I think it's fantastic. When I bought it in January 2014, I paid £24.20 for it. Why, I don't know, but maybe it was on special offer. Bit of a weird price, but there you go. I've had a look now, it is still on sale and you can still buy these for circa £35. They do them in two versions. They do them with a grey interior and an orange interior. The orange is slightly more expensive, I'm not entirely sure why, but I went for the grey interior, mainly for the reason that I do a lot of shooting in dark places, so like gigs, things like that where there's no lighting, and I figured that the grey interior would probably be a bit easier to see in low light, and that was basically my justification for it. So yeah, it's still the #1 seller in the Amazon camera backpack section, and it sits above some of the other more well-known brands like Lower Pro and things like that. So as I said, this is my bag. I love it to bits. So let's dive in. Obviously, this bag is aimed for photographers and or videographers. Obviously, you can get a lot of stuff in here, but you could also use it. Obviously, people who are not photographers or videographers, or people who just want to take a camera with them and go out to a theme park with the children, with a family. You can get other things in there, things like food, drinks, small umbrella, etc. But I said, let's have a look and let's see what I've got in here. So it has 3 sections. It has the front, main and rear. It also has a couple of pockets on the outside. Probably can't see this one here, but it's an identical one to here. It's also got these 2 hoops here, which just click apart. Those are for obviously tripods, or if you're not carrying a tripod, you can just put an umbrella in there or something like that. The 3 sections both are dual zipped, so you could have them all the way around to the side, or you can have them in the middle. So if we have a look in here, this is more like a kind of accessory storage compartment. I have all sorts in here. I have my black rapid strap, which I've reviewed previously. I have water and probably a bit of food in there, maybe some snacks. Keep hydrated while you're out and about shooting. I've got my glasses case in there because I don't like to shoot my glasses on. If you ever see me shooting, I'll never be wearing glasses because I can't get my eye deep into the viewing hole. There's all sorts of other little compartments here. I don't know if you can see or not, but there's like a section here, there's a little pocket here, there's a little flapped section here with Velcro on it. Just move these out of the way. And you can get, put things like memory cards or things in there like that, I don't know. The top section is quite nice. Just move that. Because this is zipped up here, and it has a little flap over there to keep the zip out of the way from scratching anything or damaging anything. In there, let's have a quick look, see what I've got. I've got my earplugs for when I'm doing my gig photography. I've got spare batteries, both for the cameras and for any speed lights that I'm using. Painkillers, always good if you're out and about for a long time shooting. I've got a pen, just in case I need to sign anything. I've got my remote. What is it? An ML-L3 wireless remote shutter release. Really, I always keep this in here because when I'm shooting fireworks and things like that, it's always handy to have that around. Spare earplugs just in case. Business card holder, always handy again in case you need to hand any business cards out. What else? Chewing gum. And I think that's about it. Oh, and of course, most important, spare memory cards. just in case. So what I do is, when I'm shooting, I will take everything out of my pockets, including phone, wallet, etc., car keys, and I will just throw them in here and zip it up. Can't shoot with anything in my pockets, it gets in the way, I don't like it. So that's the top section done, or the front section I should say. Let's have a look at the main section, because obviously this is what we're probably most interested in. So this is completely configurable. You can have this how you want it. It comes with these two large, I guess you call them L sections. Got Velcro at the top there and Velcro at the bottom there, and you can, adjust them as you wish. It comes with a number of these smaller sections, and just down here there's an even smaller section there. So I think you get those two, and I think you probably get about 5 or 6 of these little ones. So as you can see, there's a few gaps in here. That's because I'm recording on what should be in here. So my setup is this. I have my D750 in here, my D7000, and before I move on, the interesting thing about this is both of these cameras sit in here, not just the body themselves, but also with a grip on, as you can see there, and with the Black Rapid screw-in adapter plate for the clip to go on the Black Rapid. So if you are going to put a normal DSLR in here, which is just this size, it sits in very low, it sits into about here. But this bag can take the DSLR, the grip, and the adapter, and it all just fits in. It is a little bit high, but because this is kind of squishy and moves around, it will adapt and form itself in. As you can see, it zips up no problem. So that's the 7000 there. The 750 would sit in there. What I also like to do is when I take them out, and take my bodies out and I'm shooting, I like to put what lens caps and everything are in there. So I know that set goes with that set would go with that camera, etc. Just working my way through, you've got a 70-200 2.8, Sigma 2.8 in there. That sits in there nicely with the lens hood on. Now, you could take the lens hood off and have a bit more room, but because there's room in there, I just leave it on, it's just easier. In here would go the 24-70 2.8 Nikkor that I'm shooting on, and also I like to pad this bit out with a lens cleaning cloth, pink lens cleaning cloth, because why not? Very comfortable with my sexuality, doesn't bother me if it's pink. And also, again, because I shoot in very low light most of the time, I like to be able to have something that's quite stand out and quite easy to see, so I don't have to rummage for. So that keeps in there. That pads the 24-70 out a little bit. 24-70 would sit in there with its lens hood on. Again, keeps it nice and simple for me. I have at the front, or the top I should say, the Sigma 15mm 2.8 fisheye, which again just fits in there nicely. You could take this out and have 3 really long zooms in here, but that's not how I roll. I've got the Nikon Speedlight SB700, again that stays in there. And that's it for the main bit. Now, I don't always carry the Speedlight with me because it's not always necessary, so what I will do is I will take that out, and usually I will always travel with these two, this and this. Sometimes I'll take this out just for saving weight, but if I'm shooting motorsport, I will have in here my very large and heavy 150-600mm lens, and obviously I have to do it with the hood off this and back on itself. But as you can see in here, it will just about swallow that. You have to, yeah, like that. So again, it pushes the sides out a little bit because of the mounting ring there. But again, you can get the other. I would probably take the 2.8. Sorry, the 70-200 2.8 lens hood off at this point, but that will fit in there with the lens hood off. So you can get these 2 monster zoom lenses in there, absolutely no problem at all. You could also take the fisheye out and put a small, I think what's this? This is my little Tamron 17-50 2.8. That could fit in there. It's interchangeable, so a little bit in there. It also comes with, the bag comes with a rain hood that goes over it, or a massive shower cap, or whatever you want to do with this. It fits over completely top to bottom, goes all the way around the bottom, all the way around the sides, and all the way to the straps. That saved my ass a few times when it's been raining, especially when I'm out and about, again, doing motorsport and things like that. And the weather can close in, so that just kind of folds up and screws up into the top. I'll keep that in there. So yeah, I mean that's essentially what is in the middle of this, in the main part of this. As I said, these are all completely configurable. Take them out, do what you want. If you have a lot of small lenses like the any primes, kind of like 35, 50mm primes, stuff like that, you could section this off, so you could have them down there, you could have them in here, you could have your 24-70 in there. Yeah, you could have it set up with one body if you wished. But yeah, like I said, I've had this for nearly 3 years now, and I love it. I take it everywhere I go photographing because it holds everything. It's pretty comfortable. I will try and go outside. It is rather cold. It's probably -3 outside at the moment, but for you to fully appreciate how this looks on me, and the straps and things like that, I will probably, hopefully, take this outside and try it on and just give you a very quick demo of it outside. As I said, it's got the pockets on the outside. And just to demonstrate, I'll bring these back around. The laptop can go in this section here at the rear. Nothing in there at the minute. So this is my MacBook Pro. I think it's a 2013 variant maybe. And it's a 15-inch one, so you can see that it will quite happily swallow that in there, absolutely no problem. And off we go. So I've got a laptop, cameras, accessories, battery chargers, spare batteries, etc. And yeah, that fits in there very nicely, very secure. I'll show you in there in a second. Very secure, very padded. There's quite a bit of padding between here and up there. It's all nice and soft, so it's not going to get scratched and things like that. If you're travelling and you don't want to take a laptop, i.e. flying, you can put magazines and things in here. So this bag then is for people who want to carry a lot of gear securely. With these, you probably could, if it would fit through, you could probably get a little padlock through there. You know, there's a lot of padding going on in here, in the main section, wherever I've put the zips. You know, these are quite thick. Things get bashed around. I walk around with this. The outside is quite thick as well. The bottom is very padded, because obviously all the weight goes down when you stand it up or have it on your back. Yeah, so you know, the great thing about this as well is you can take it on planes. You can. It's the right size for cabin luggage. I've flown with this a few times when I'm going around and shooting outside of England. And yeah, it's a great thing to carry around. It's very structured inside. You know, you can set this up how you want. It's completely customizable. The only thing with it is it takes a bit of time to set up. So when you first get this, you're going to have to think about what equipment you have, how you want to carry it. Do you want the bodies at the top? I've seen people put the one across here and put the body on the top. Do you want the bodies at the bottom like I have? What type of lenses do you have? You know, this is going to take a bit of time. It's not something you can just buy off the shelf and use. You're going to have to set it up when it comes. So, you know, it's not just something like an over-the-shoulder holster style bag where you can just put the camera in and take out. It's not for people who want quick access. This is not a quick access bag in terms of, you know, if you're out and about. If you're taking this somewhere, you know, I don't know, you're walking through a forest doing some landscape stuff, you can't just take the camera out and shoot. If you want to, even if you have the camera, if you have this on and a black rapid or the camera around your neck, you want to change lenses, you're still going to have to take the backpack off, put it down, open it up, change lenses, put it back, zip it back up, put it back on. It's not a quick process. So if people want quick access, this probably isn't the bag for you. But if you want to carry a lot of gear and fly with it, I would never ever check my photography equipment into the hold. I would always carry it in hand luggage. It will fit under the seat, it will fit in the overhead compartment, and it's great for carrying a large amount of equipment, both short and long distances. The fact that you can get the laptop in the back is superb. Again, if you're traveling somewhere and you want to carry the laptop with you, fantastic for that. So yeah, I mean that's my review. I absolutely love this bag. It's been all sorts of places. It's seen all sorts of things. I think the first time I used it at a gig, I think I put it down and put it in a pool of spilt beer or something. It wiped off on the underneath quite easily. And yeah, it's comfortable as well, and that's the interesting thing. I don't know if you can see, but the straps, the shoulder straps have quite a bit of padding, both sides. It's got these bits here, which I'll show you maybe later on, for keeping it away from your back. So a bit of padding down each side of your spine, lets your back breathe, so it's not like compressed completely against your back. And it also has two straps. It has one across the chest and a very thin one across the chest and one across the waist, which again takes a bit of the pressure off the shoulders and just moves it around a bit, makes it very secure as well for that, so somebody can't just come up and grab the back, the handle at the top here off your back, and just run off with the bag. You know, it's across your chest and your waist, you know, you're not going to have it just stolen off your back. The handle at the top, should probably talk about that. Very sturdy. You can see it's very well sewn on. Not only is it just this kind of material, but it's also got this rubber grip around it, so it's nice and secure for your hand to carry. And I've carried it with this before. I try not to, but I've carried it with this before, and it takes all the weight. You know, so when everything is in here, two bodies, 4 lenses, you know, accessories up here, everything else, even with the laptop in the back, it still takes all that weight and doesn't feel, you know, unsecure, like it's going to rip these off or anything like that. So as I said, this is my quick review. Probably only, I don't know how long we've been going here, maybe 15ish minutes. And yeah, I think I'll take this outside if it's not too cold and dark and rainy. And yeah, we'll have a look what it looks like on. Okay, so the good news is it's not raining, because right, it never rains in Manchester, okay? So it's always sunny and blue sky and etc. The bad news is it's the 2nd of January, it's about -5 outside, and it is chuffing freezing. I can't feel my hands very much, so I'm going to make this really quick, because there is literally frost on the ground and ice in the water buckets. So this is the backpack on. I'm going to try and turn around, but I'm mic'd up, so it might not go very well, this, but hopefully you can see that's what it looks like. Pull the hood out of the way. I've got a nice white jacket on, so it's very easy to see against. As you can see, it's got the rain cover on, which is fantastic. It comes all the way underneath at the back and comes all the way to the top of the shoulder straps at the top. Find my mark. So yeah, these are the 2 straps. This is the one at the front and the one at the chest. Now, you might not think these straps do much, but this one particular chest just moves some of the weight off the shoulders and across the chest, which is obviously a lot easier to carry across. You've got a lot more weight going across here, a lot more strength I should say going across here. And yeah, I'm going to take this off really quickly and show you what it looks like, because I am about to freeze to death. So we'll just pop the clips off and let's quickly take that off and chuck that out of the way somewhere. So as I said, this is what it looks like off. These are the 2 paddings at the back here that I like. Like I said, these just give you a little bit of breathing space around your back, and obviously a lot of padding to help carry it. This is padded a little bit, and this is a little bit here. As you can see, it is starting to show some, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's starting to show some sign of wear and tear. But again, I'm about 2.5 weeks away from having this 3 years, and if that's the only thing that's kind of gone wrong with it so far, then I'm happy with that. That's a good return on investment there. As I said, it's got little pockets down the side here. You can put stuff in them. It's got the tripod holders here. These, I must admit, if I'm going to find any faults with these, I don't like. I do feel these are quite flimsy. They're easy to kind of pull away and adjust by accident. So, you know, if something was leaning on them, you got pressure on them, I do find that they kind of slip easily. And once you've tightened up round said tripod or whatever you're carrying, an umbrella or whatever, they do tend to come away a little bit. So for security, I do try and get the feet in there if possible, or the umbrella poked into there just to hold it in place, or monopod, especially monopod if I'm carrying monopod with me. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'm going to go inside and try and warm up because I am so cold, in case you hadn't noticed. In case you hadn't noticed, I mentioned it. And yeah, hopefully we'll get some more reviews out in the new year. And yeah, thanks for watching. Stick around, hopefully going to get a lot more videos out this year. I know it's been over a year since I did my last video, which was in October, and it was out here again. But yeah, got a lot more planned, a lot more going on, and hopefully see you on the next video. See you later, bye bye.